Not kill it.
I'm just saying.
One day at a time.
We gonna party tonight.
BBW.
Good day, people.
Let's party tonight. Let's show you how to party tonight.
What?
Yes, sir.
Let's show you how to party tonight. Let's go. HB. Go time. Let's go. Teamwork. Let's go. We gon' party tonight. Let's show you how to party tonight. Let's go.
Black don't crack, baby.
Are you ready? Good day, people. Back again. Welcome back to Field Talk Radio, Sex, Love, and Hip Hop Conversation. I am Larry Love. To my, I gotta get used to it. I gotta get used to the new setting now. Because now, I gotta say to my right, and that's it. Or I gotta we gotta figure out how to do this. All right. So the team is in the building.
Yes.
Yes,
One part of the building.
Squad. The team is in the building. Everybody make themselves known. Everybody say hello to the. Y'all introduce yourselves. There we go. That'll work.
Okay, we'll
Let's
start
go.
with ladies first.
absolutely.
Ladies first.
Miss Sage, Miss JB Sage.
Go ahead, Mr. Mint.
Mr. Mint, that dude, Sandbox.
Hey.
This is the Deuce, as I've been called.
As I've been called all your life. Well, okay. We added the this year. we added the to the Deuce
We made it formal.
this year. You know what I'm saying? We made it formal. So, all right, welcome the Deuce. All right, the team is in the building. Kill Talk, we in this mug. Sex, Love, and Hip Hop is the conversation. All right, we back for season 2. I'm excited. Are y'all excited? It's holiday season. It's colorful outside. It's cold a little bit. Now we can wear like 2 and 3 layers, sweaters, hats, gloves, scarves, all the fly shit the New Yorkers wear.
Hoodie season.
Drip on your Timbs.
I mean, got the Timbs.
It was warm today.
It is warm today.
It's that Indian summer that we've discussed in season
That
1.
part.
But it's-
The Indian summer.
But it's good enough for hoodies and Timbs.
It is.
But I will say this. Yesterday I was in Arizona, and it was 93 degrees.
Oh.
That's ugly.
Oh, no.
That's just ugly.
Welcome home.
No.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I saw snow last Saturday.
You wasn't with that, was you? That's why you wanted to go to Arizona?
Now 93 degrees or the snow?
The snow.
I'm not in the mood for snow.
That's why he left.
I'm good.
Snow was like, okay.
He wanted to get away from the snow, so he left.
Let me
And
go
then
to the
got
desert.
there, and he's like, wait a minute, it's 93 degrees. It's November. I'm going back to New York. I'm going back home.
Just ain't right.
That ain't right. Y'all can have this. I'm going back. And he came back with New York memorabilia.
Yes, sir.
Some fly stuff. All right. This season, we got some great topics to talk about. You know, y'all know what my favorite subject is. The majority of the stuff is based in sex, sexuality, and love. And for this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about love, but in a different way. Not like a sexual, sensual type love, but more like an emotional, mental type love. The bond of love rather than the physical act of love. All right. This topic we're going to talk about today is the love in hip hop, or lack thereof. The love in hip hop. Why is the culture of hip hop, the community of hip hop, so aggressive, angry, discriminate,
Derogatory.
Why is it the way that it is? But then our culture at the same time is out here pleading and crying for the rest of the world to accept us and love us. But in the community ourselves, the culture ourselves, we don't spread that love to ourselves.
That's a good point.
Right?
I think part of that is the fact that the struggles we have endured over time. So the music is us relaying those struggles. And I think nowadays the youth is getting it twisted. And a lot of that shit is stories.
Right.
We're taking those stories and making them real life. You know, and it's unfortunate because when we're hurting ourselves and then we're looking for other people to validate us, when like people aren't gonna look at us as equals if we're out here not trying to present ourselves as equals.
Right.
You know,
they're not gonna come save us.
Right. So we can't really fix all of the problems until we fix the problems at home. And
Right.
home meaning our communities. That's
Right.
where the problem starts at.
From as far as I can remember, hip hop has been, they like to use the word competitive, but I see it a little bit different. I understand what competition is. I understand what being competitive is. But for me, and I'm a hip hop artist, so I'm not saying this and like I'm not biased to it. But from my perspective, hip hop it's not competitive. It's more degrading in itself, and I have done it myself. There's a few songs that I recorded back in the days that I actually like talk shit to other people instead of just me telling my story. I prefer in my music to just tell my story. You know what I'm saying? But I caught myself a couple times like talking shit to other people just to be talking shit to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why am I like, I don't really know this person. I don't really have nothing against this person, but I'm flexing on this person just because what?
Because
I'm rapping.
Because that is what people want to hear. And you're in this game to make money. And you know what? To make money, you have to present something that people want to hear. So your subconscious is telling you that's what they want to hear. So that's what you got to bring to them. Because why am I going to put some shit out, waste my energy and time? It may be something that I love doing, but if it's not going to generate me money, I'm spending money. I'm in this game to make money.
Right.
So I'm not gonna put out a product that's not gonna make no money. So if I know that me saying bang bang, I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker up is gonna make more money than me saying, look, we gotta go out here and help each other, I'm gonna bang bang, I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker up because at the end of the day I need that bag. I need to feed my family, feed home. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, these kids get that twisted and think that all of that is real. First of all, that person that's talking about that bang bang shoot 'em up is sitting up in a fucking gated community somewhere, got the bag already, and y'all stupid motherfuckers out here is on the corner running around talking about bang bang shoot 'em up, because if he was really out there on that corner talking about bang bang shoot 'em up, he would be in jail. So y'all need to listen to what the fuck they're saying and just leave it as listening to what they're saying and stop being out there trying to be them, because they've made it already.
It's a very good point.
And it's a story.
But why is it like that though? Because like I said, as far as I can remember, it's been like that.
Because
like, why is that what it is?
Drama.
Why is hip hop the only culture from what I've seen? And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Why is hip hop the only culture that not the only way, but the majority of the successful people in it have gotten there by expression in a specific kind of way, and that way, part of that way being putting other people down,
because that's
for a more current terminology, flexing.
Because that's our story.
Why?
Coming up, because it is the struggle. And think about where we come from. A lot of it comes from out of your inner cities, where there is no money. It's poverty. And
Jamie, what do you think?
I think people love to act like competition. I think that's what it is. People love to say this person is better than that person, and I believe this one is better than that one, and it's become very competitive. And in rap, you're really telling a story, and whether the story is true or not is irrelevant. But like a lot of times, in order to entertain people telling that story, what goes well with that is insulting other people and putting them down.
I think that hip hop was bred in competition. DJs, artists. People breakdancing. That's all been competition. It's to Marcus's point, just the competition has gotten a lot more ugly. I mean, just they used to call it, before our generation, I mean, we still did it, but before our generation, they call it shooting the dozens. Where we tell mama jokes, we tell gear jokes, we tell all kind of jokes, and now they're rapping those same kind of things, except for now they're taking it to the next level. So it's partly culture. It's part of the culture.
Yeah, well, hip hop started with rap battles. Like that's what most battles you're doing. You're more like insulting each other.
Let me. No,
I can understand the battle parts. I can understand battling. Battling is, from my perspective, from me being in hip hop and making music, battling is different. I mean, battling is still part of the hip hop culture for sure, but I don't think that battling is what represents the culture the most.
No.
The song making is what represents the culture the most from my perspective.
Right.
So I'm trying to understand, like, why are we the only culture in music, and with such a strong culture, we have such an influence. Why are we the only culture that continues? This shit is like it just keeps going. Like, we continue
because the violence
to make the message shitting on other people.
Because the violence sells,
but
the competition sells, and the shitting on sells.
But there's other things that can sell too.
Right.
There's all the other genres of music, they don't do that.
Right. But
they sell.
But that's the mentality behind us as young black folks, because the competition it's to us, it's always been that way. And
that's what made the little show Love and Hip Hop sell.
Right.
Like,
it's ignorant. But hip hop didn't start like that, because if you think about it, your Sugar Hill gangs and all of that, they rapped about partying. That's where it started.
Yeah.
When you get into your Nas eras and things like that, that's when the game started changing. Even with Grandmaster Flash, they was rapping about I'm the best, and it was a party.
Like,
and then your Kumo D's. That's when you start hearing about what's happening in the streets. And then it goes from what's happening in the streets to from them telling you what's happening on these corners with the kids getting addicted to crack, to I'ma shoot you with your fucking, to your Mobb Deep eras, where I'm packing that gun and I'm shooting, and that's where the change was. And now it's even gotten even worse, because back then we still knew it was music to a certain aspect. Now you look at it, it's a lot of this drill music coming out of Chicago, came to New York, drill music, Pop Smoke, drill music, King Von, drill music. What's happening to them? FBG Duck, drill music. They're killing each other over the music, because you know what? I'm smoking Tuka. They say that's FBG Duck's man, and you disrespecting them. Now they're straight disrespecting dead people through the music, and it's changing everything. Right. And you listen to it, not saying you, but just say I turn it on and I hear that they talking this shit about I'm gonna shoot this nigga that lives 2 blocks away from him. I want to listen to that now. So because you're talking that violence, and the world moves on violence.
Why do people want to listen to that? I don't want to listen to that.
It's just program. But you are different than 90% of these fucking kids out here listening to the same thing, and they love it.
Why do you think people want to listen to the violence and that type of message instead of something positive, uplifting? It doesn't have to be Christian music or gospel music, you know what I'm saying, but just a message would be more like a motivational, you know what I'm saying?
So I would say that, that kind of music, the music you described, the more positive, upbeat, it sells, it has its market, but it's not guaranteed to pop off, or it's not as likely to pop off as selling drama or selling. Drama is what sells reality TV. And like, if we watch, somebody said to me an example in my meetings this week, that if all reality TV had no drama, was straightforward, everybody was happy, folks wouldn't tune in.
Right.
And
and if folks don't tune in, if you don't get dollars, then for a lot of people it don't make sense. For us, like I remember how big the song Happy got, right? It's different kind of vibe, but it got big. But then there's nobody who went and said, man, Happy was a smash, let me go make it static,
y'all. So I see. All right, I understand why people would want to sell the violence and sell the nonsense and the bullshit music because people buy it. So I'm talking about the buyers. Why would you want to listen to the violence instead of something else?
You fall into one of two categories. Either that's what you see on a daily basis, so you relate to it, or you're a person that's never seen it, so you're just entertained by it.
Right. And then if, just say, I grew up in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. That's what I'm used to. Seeing that, hearing that. So I'm going to listen to that because that's in my environment. That's what I was programmed to listen to because it's been around me all, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what you relate to.
Subconsciously, that's what we're programmed for.
But at no point, there's no point that you don't want to hear that no more. Like, I grew up in the same type of stuff, and I'm tired of it. Like, I don't want to hear it no more.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, and because I was tired of it a long time ago, and that's why in my music I changed the direction of my music. You know what I'm saying? And I changed the way I was living my life because I didn't want to be around it. So, like, people don't get like it don't.
Some people don't progress, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, some people
don't
don't
progress. The country
progress.
is what it is. Like, some people just don't progress. Some people stay in their little bubble, and they don't want to grow. They don't want to be any more mature. They don't want to be more accepting or thoughtful.
How many of these cats that we went to school with. We've been out of school for about 20 years. Think about how many of these cats that we went to school with that are on that same stupid shit that they were on when we went to school. You know what? Because they didn't want to grow. They didn't want to change. They just stuck in their way.
Is there? I mean, yeah. Is there love in hip hop, in the culture, in our community? Is there love for real?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Where at? How is it shown? Expressed?
It's shown when folks collab together, when they congratulate each other, when they pay tribute to each other, and tribute could be putting you on my hook, me sampling you and putting you on my hook, or us working together and talking together. Let's do a song together. Saying who's on top. And I'm coming for your spot, but it's paying homage. So there's definitely space in hip hop where folks are thinking, and they may have their in particular beefs or their particular perceived beefs, but there's definitely they find fellow folks that they are gracious to or at least admire.
I think it's more situational
though. What do you think, Jamie?
I agree with what Deuce said, but yeah, I think it's hard to find. It's a different kind of love in hip hop.
I'm ready to go.
I think it's more situational. I think it's love when something goes wrong and it pulls people together. As an example of something like what happened with the police. And black folks pulls black folks together. I think the love is there when something like that happens.
Right.
But other than that, just say 2 months after that happens, all that shit goes out the window and it's back to what it was. You know what I'm saying? They'll come together for that, but that we need to come together for more than that.
Right.
We need to teach the young kids now that this isn't the way.
Right.
There's love out there. We need to be focused on helping each other and loving each other other than shooting each other. It's just music at the end of the day.
I'm going to give a current event example. Just yesterday. Less than a little bit more than 24 hours ago. All right. I'm on Facebook and I'm watching Busta Rhymes talk on his Facebook, talk shit to T.I. about the versus battle thing. I know y'all all had heard about it to some degree in the last week or two, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it was because of Busta Rhymes, and I'm a T.I. fan for real. It was because of Busta Rhymes that I learned that T.I. had a new project that came out 2 weeks ago. I didn't even know that. So first thing I did, as soon as his video was over on Facebook, I went to Apple Music, got the T.I. album, press play, listen to it. Smooth sailing, right? Then I listened to Busta Rhymes project because his project released last week. listen to his project, and I'm comparing the two, which I really shouldn't be doing. I should just accept both of them for what it is. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But I'm comparing the two now, just because of the interaction that's been shown on social media between them two. You know what I'm saying? Because from my perspective, T.I. was, you know, he was just, you know, it was a very, he wasn't. And I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? So I had people reach out to me like, what you think about this T.I. Busta Rhymes thing? I'm like, T.I. tear him up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So then after I watched Busta's video, I felt like Busta was coming to T.I. aggressively for no good reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, T.I. was just like, nah, I'm not going to battle him. I respect him too much. Da-da-da. He was before my generation. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. And then when Busta's like, oh, you scared or whatever, I'll whip your ass in the competition. He took it to that. So now when I listen to their projects, I'm listening to it biasly. I'm not like, now it's like, all right, I'm looking at their characters. I'm not looking at their musical talent. I'm looking at their characters. I'm like, T.I. responded like a man. Busta responded like he was mad. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm listening to their projects that way. So then when I listen to Busta's project, I hear him in several times in several different songs say things like, if you're not with me, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? If you're not on my team, fuck you. That type of shit, right? And I heard T.I. say it a couple times too. You know what I'm saying? So then now my brain is like, why is that what it is so much? We are the I may have not listened to other genres of music as intently as I do hip hop music, but I don't think that I've heard other genres of music like their artists go at each other like that. And like, why would that be your message? If you know you got a voice, you know you got a following, you know that people listen to you, know you have an impact on your culture, your people, you know you have an impact. Why would you even put those messages out? Why would you say that? That's what
your culture likes hearing. That's what sells in your culture.
Like, why would you say
it's
some
hard
shit
to
like,
go against them?
Why would you say like fuck you to anybody, or why would you tell as a black man, if you as a black man who's created some type of success in their profession, why would you say to another black man who's trying to be in the same profession, why would you tell that black man that he can't do it unless he does it like this? Like, oh, you ain't got no cars, you ain't got no money, you ain't got no girls, so you can't be a rapper. What? Why would you say that to somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, why as a black woman, as if you in music, why would you say, oh, you can't be this unless you got this type of name brand shoes on, or this type of this on, or you don't, like, why would you share that message when you know you got the platform, instead of telling, like,
because they ignorant,
because that's what sells. That's what sells, and it's been proven time and time again. When people make loving, sweet, happy songs that are feel-good songs, they don't pop off as the songs that say, F you, I don't give a damn,
Right? Like,
that's what sells. Like, and that's unfortunately what drives things.
But so
people that use that platform outside of their music to continue to say that, like, oh, well, the only thing that matters is that I have this many cars and you ain't that good. If that becomes your whole persona and that's all you can talk about, that's one thing. But if you say it in your songs, but then outside of your songs, that's not all that you're about, it's a different thing.
9 out of 10 of them motherfuckers that's all they about.
Yeah, no, that's what some people are about.
I feel like there is no love in hip hop. Straight like that. I feel like there is no real love in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I've been across the country and in rooms with a handful of people, and off of the first impression was enough for me to never. That's probably why I don't have an extensive career in music, because I was young and I was in rooms with people and I'm listening to these people talk. And then I'm watching other artists rap, and I'm watching they unit, they circle, they team of people, and I'm watching what they're promoting, and I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that. Like, so if you're telling me that that's what I gotta be to be a successful rapper, a public figure, if that's what I gotta do, I'm good. I'm just gonna go about my business. I won't be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'll just make my music by myself, and whatever. I'll put it out whenever I feel like putting it out.
You gotta sell your soul, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never understood like why. For my intention in music was always to grow. Like, I wanted to be a rapper so I can get rich and then like take care of my family and people and bring new stuff around. But it seems like real, like in hip hop for real, it seems like the message is more so. It's just a revolving thing. It's like if you want to grow for real, this ain't the industry for you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to grow, like no. But if you want to be successful in music, in hip hop music, then this is what it's gonna be. Circles. Every time a new rapper comes up, a new generation comes up, we need to spread the same message, but we just need to change the sound. That's it. Same message, different sound. Same message, different sound. That's it.
But that's what sells. That's the whole thing. Like every rapper goes out and says, "I want to get rich. I want to take care of my family." But again, if you know that if you're singing about sunshine and rainbows, you're not going to sell records the way you are.
But why though? Every other genre of music is
not necessarily. Like country music is usually about breakups and like messing up your man's truck or whatever. Like every genre has their own thing.
Messing up your man's truck.
Took that razor to his seats.
Like,
Key that damn car.
Every genre has their own kind of thing. Like Latin freestyle is all about love. That's all they talk about. So if you want to sing about love, like listen to Latin freestyle. Like,
but that's a good thing.
There's heartbreak songs though, and every like even in rap, there's songs about breaking up. There's a lot of songs about that. There's different things, but what sells most, what are the songs that people buy most, are the ones about I'm gonna shoot you up, fuck you. Like that's what sells.
All your songs like WAP.
The aggression.
All these songs like WAP where they talking that nasty, raunchy shit.
I realized that WAP was wasn't even a first. I mean, well, not first, but Tiana Taylor had just put out WTP.
Yeah, but
worked that. But like we had
individual songs.
Yeah. Like it goes back. There were songs over generations.
Shit, like,
everybody make. I mean, individual songs. You know, like I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about as a whole, though.
But like look
the
at Chance,
whole
the rapper.
culture,
whole aspect. Yeah, I got you.
Like Chance has a following and a group and a lot. Like I like a lot of his music and most
Chance
of his stuff is it's positive.
Yeah.
And you know he's a spiritual man, so there's a lot of God stuff in his.
Common.
But less people connect with that because of that. When that's not like the culture is geared towards people who have been through a rough time, and they don't see that in their everyday, so they don't want to hear about that.
Would you consider yourself a hip hop culture person?
Not like an expert on it.
No.
Like, I listened to hip hop since Fab Five Freddy on MTV Raps.
She took it back.
I dated myself again.
Like if somebody walked up to you and was like, "Are you hip hop?" What would your answer be?
Hip hop fan, yes.
Yes. All right. So as hip hop, do you believe in love?
Yes. I don't think that it would necessarily be defined by hip hop.
We're gonna get to that. Watch this. So you would say you believe in love.
Yes.
What about you, Marcus? Do you believe in love as a hip hop head? As a hip hop culture person, do you believe in love?
Love within the culture or just love in general?
Love in general.
Nope.
What about you, Deuce?
I believe in it.
I don't.
I've yet to find that shit.
I want it for sure. I want it and I promote it because I want it so bad. But being a hip hop head, I don't believe in it because I've been around the country and the culture that I witnessed and been a part of. I see that the people who love get no love. They don't get it back. There's no love there. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that give love and that and the hip hop culture community, the people that give love get shitted on over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in it. I want it and I want to change it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why we created this platform so we can give love to people and you know what I'm saying, like really change some things. But I think from the majority, like I said, I feel like I could speak on it because I've lived in so many places across the country, different types of people that, that believe in this culture and love this culture so much. I think that they don't believe in love either. That's why the shit is the way it is. That's why that's why we continue to kill each other for no fucking good reason. That's why we continue to treat our ladies like shit for no good reason. That's why the women continue to treat their men like shit for no good reason. And there's no unity at all until some shit happens. When some crazy shit happens, we come together for a little while, we pretend that it's there, and then it's back to the bullshit.
Well, that's like family coming together for a funeral. Mm-hmm. Only coming together when the family needs to come together.
In the bad times. But nobody's there to visit on a weekly basis.
Right.
But that's life in general.
Is it though?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it not
yes,
more?
it's cross every culture and everything. That's what happens.
But is it not more common in certain demographics?
Yeah, it is.
I think it's because
everything is general.
It's most
everything happens across everybody, but is it not
in your
more
urban
common?
demographics?
I believe so too.
Cause I'm something like a G, baby, me, baby. And I guarantee I'm the realest you'll see, baby. I give you all of me, baby, I promise that. All I need is an open mind, you copy that? It's nothing to explore when we loving. My love goes just as deep as when I'm fucking. My love you just can't beat, it keeps going.